is my wife, Rachel. You guys have probably seen her over on her own channel or on Transit Tuesday
Tuesdays.
for WeldTec Designs. So today we're going to be having some fun. We're going to be talking about buying an RV, and we're actually going to create an RV checklist of things that we're looking for when buying an RV. Of course, when you get to the RV lot, it could be overwhelming, and you see
There's
so
a
much.
lot to choose from.
You see so much
There
that
really
you
is.
like. So we want to think about all the things that we really want to have in an RV. And I mean, really what we're talking about is we already have an RV right now. It is a 40-foot RV. It is giant. And the big thing that we found is that we can't get into...
Well, you think you want like bigger is better, right? But I'm refusing to drive it. I'm not going to drive that thing. It is way too scary. And we found that we can't get into a lot of campgrounds or even like the
state
national parks. Yeah.
So a lot of places like
maybe
that,
we
it's
should
too
get
big.
something a little bit smaller. So that's where we're kind of at. Do we want to stay with the 40-footer or maybe downgrade a little bit?
And so there's so many options, and it's like buying a house. So it's a good idea to have a checklist. And so today we're going to talk about some of the things that I feel like we need versus kind of like what we want.
It's like buying a house. Like,
Right.
What are your top priorities, or what are things you can maybe live without?
And since we're not worried about the neighborhood, because this can go into any neighborhood, I think the first thing on this checklist is we do have 4 kids, so we're going to have to sleep 4 kids, so a total of 6 people.
Okay, so fits at least 6 people, and maybe they're going to want to bring like buddies or cousins, whatnot.
Then they're going to be sleeping in a tent outside. We're kicking them out.
But the little ones don't have, so our kids wanted the bunk beds in the 40-footer, but the little ones usually do not have, like the smaller RVs don't have bunk beds, huh?
No, not in I think the size that we're looking for.
Okay, so
and
that
I
might
guess
be something that's like a
something
maybe.
that we look at is like, could we find one? Because I know that they would definitely love bunk beds.
Yeah.
But probably not in the
be
size of RV that we're looking for. I know one thing that I really like to have as well is always being, that's the one time that I really enjoy cooking. I get to barbecue a lot. And I always hate having to have that extra 5-gallon propane tank for the barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, some of the RVs have, plug in a quick release hose. The outdoor propane. Not necessarily the kitchen, but just be able to hook up my own barbecue outdoors without having to carry that tank. That would be a big plus.
Well, and then like thinking about the whole cooking thing, some of the RVs, like the kitchen's on the right-hand side or the left-hand side. So I would prefer the kitchen on the passenger side, because usually that's where you set up camp and you want to be able to look out. If you're in the kitchen cooking, you want to be able to see your kids playing. You want to be out, kind of still in the area and not facing the other way. So we'll say kitchen on the passenger side.
And I think that's another big thing is then when it comes to eating, I know like our current table doesn't seat all of us. Like it really holds like maybe 3 people, 4 at the most. So you're definitely limited. I would love to be able to get a booth, something like that. That could just fit more of us at the table.
You'll notice like a lot of motorhomes, especially the 40-footers, the A classes, they only are made usually for like 2 people.
Yeah, because it's like you're retired.
So it's just like a little teeny booth, and that's not really for families. You want to have a big booth.
So I mean, I love the fact that ours has a couch in it now, but I don't think that that's really going to be an option when we go into a smaller one. So having that booth seating where you could kind of hang out, I think would be nice.
There's no lounging around. We're not going to be watching TV. We're going to be out exploring. We don't need a couch.
Right. So just, decent cooking area inside, a queen bed, and then I think the bathroom, just a decent sized bathroom. That would be another thing that, with a tub possibly, because being able to give the baby a bath if we needed to. And as messy as the kids are, an outside shower would also be a huge plus.
We always use, especially like beach camping, you want that outside shower.
Just to be able to, wash the kids off before they're going on the inside. Ideally anywhere from, 24 foot, 26 foot in that range. Because then it would fit in a normal parking spot when we want to be able to just, go to the bay and hang out. Or you do want to go to the beach.
And I'll drive that. I just won't drive the big 40-footers.
I mean, heck, that's a win for me right there. I get to
can help you out a little bit on those long road trips.
Right. And then the biggest thing then for me would be just towing capacity. We do have a RZR, and then Caden has a small RZR, so we would want to be able to have something with a towing capacity of at least probably 5,000 pounds.
Well, one last thing is, the storage.
Oh, yeah.
Because our motorhome now, it just has one huge like sliding glass door closet, and there's washer and dryer in there. We don't use the washer and dryer, and it just takes up so much space. I just want to be able to get like access to the closet really easy, lots of drawers, storage space.
Okay.
For all the kids' stuff.
Kids, it's all about these darn kids. They take up too much space. You know, ideally, we would like to try to find something that is used to see, you know,
to maybe save a little
bit of money. I guess that's the biggest thing is then when you get into looking at RVs, I think it would be a good idea to have a price range in mind. I mean, of course, when you start looking at them, you think, well, I would ideally like my budget to be, you know, X amount of dollars. Yeah. And then you get to the, I mean, when I've been looking at Auto Trader, I'm like, okay, great. You know, these ones are 40. Okay, this is 60. You know, so trying to figure out ideally, so, you know, if I were to say, okay, used motorhome and, you know,
figuring
70,
out like what monthly budget do you want?
What do you want it to have? Now, of course, it's going to be most RV terms. You can finance an RV over a 15-year term, so that's going to be a little bit better to keep that payment low.
Okay, this is like a good starting list, and maybe like once we get to the lot, we can kind of see like, oh, we like that, or oh, we don't.
Yeah, see what we do like.
See what else we like and don't like.
All right, guys. So there is our checklist. Some of the things that I recommend you kind of talk about with your spouse about what you're looking for in an RV. But now I think becomes the fun part.
Yeah.
We get to go look at RVs. So we're gonna head to the RV lot this weekend. We're gonna take the kids, have some fun, see what they like, and go from there. So we'll see you guys at the RV lot.
See you later.
Today we are at a local RV shop, and we are going to go look at some of the Class C's that they have here and even the Class A, so we can really get an idea of the difference between kind of all three RVs. I got the whole family here in order to go, you know, we got to make sure that this is a family approved deal, because if you're going to be spending a bunch of money, you want to make sure your family's going to love it too. So this is the first one. This is going to be a Thor motor coach, and this is going to be a 24F, which means that this RV is going to be about a 24-foot box. And so now keep in mind, this does have a slide out. This whole wall slides out, which is really nice. There is the price on it. So $94,000. So this will give us a good comparison. The kids like it. So I will tell you one thing that I did notice on this is a 350. So it's on a 350 chassis, which is going to be a little bit smaller. The overall clearance in there might be a little bit less than if it was on a 450 chassis. But let's go look at some other ones and we'll double check that. Mini Winnie, these things always seem to be really popular. This one's gonna be about a 26 foot. It's a little bit bigger. This booth is giant. So with the slide out, whoa, the kids like it. Look at that. That booth is giant, isn't it? This one is also a used RV. This one's gonna be about 70,000. The first thing I noticed, so when looking at any RVs, always, even if it's a used RV, do look around, because you can see that this does have some caulking around it, where it looks like they sealed it in, where maybe the roof did leak. And I know that that was a big problem on my last one. This whole front nose piece started leaking. Be careful when looking at used RVs. What do you think, Rach?
It's hideous.
Yeah?
Look at this. Look how this is just so... What year is this?
I don't know, let's go look.
It looks like it's from the 80s.
This is the E450. So you're gonna notice as we look down in here, you do have just a little bit more space here. You can also see that all the Jaycos are equipped with this J-Ride, which is gonna be that Hellwig helper spring up there. And this is the J-Ride. So another thing to consider when you're looking at RVs is whether you want them with the jack on there or not. So that's a stabilization jack when you're camping. So some of these RVs have them, some do not. Some have the mounts for them. It's definitely nice to have those when you're camping, so that, you know, as you're at your camp spot, you're not getting the whole RV shaking as you're moving around. Especially if you have kids, you know that they're always jumping around, they're full of energy. But this is a big Integra, and 31 foot, and this does have them. I think it's really nice looking.
cute this interior is. It's called Farmhouse, and it has like the light gray. I love like the subway tile on the back. Even just the cabinets kind of have that distressed farmhouse look. It's super cute with the black. White and black, or like a light color and black, is really popular right now.
You even have like the sliding farmhouse door.
Yeah, it has like the farm doors, sliding doors.
Barn door on the bathroom even.
Yeah, even the barn door here for privacy in the back bedroom. I really like this. I wish they would have this in the Class C's.
Now we're getting into like a lot of the Class B's. So what's nice about these is they are, you know, a lot smaller. The thing that's not a lot smaller is going to be that price tag. And this is a Winnebago. This does also have that slide out, which is really neat. You only get half a booth there. So you get half a booth. However, that passenger chair will swivel around. So definitely great for maybe, you know, 2 people, 3 people. Definitely is not going to work for us, as we are a family of 6. Very cool. Maybe we'll come back and do a whole video just on these Class B's. All right, so we get to the back parking lot and Dad sees this. I think this has my name all over it. This thing is insane. Look how beautiful that is, and it's giant. We're gonna have to get some more information. I would love to just check this out. You know, coming in at, let's go see this price tag though, $241,000. Yeah, that is definitely not in the budget, but really, really cool. What do you think, Kai? You like it? She likes it. Look at, oh man, this thing even has a full wall slide out on this side.
If this could tow the race cars, we need to buy this one.
Look.
Fireplace.
Oh, a fireplace.
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
And there's a door to close.
1 bathroom and shower.
Yes, what?
Nice.
And 2 bathrooms. 2 bathrooms, 2 showers.
And then another bathroom.
Oh wow, it even has a second full shower. Wow. So you have the kids bathroom,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna have
And then
the
all this,
adult
like,
one.
Storage space.
Yeah, this does have a lot of storage.
This one is that
I like it.
Would you rather?
Look at that.
We like this one.
Would you rather move or live in here?
Look at that. Would you like that, having bunk beds?
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what you want?
I'm sleeping on the fireplace. Another bathroom.
So a nice full bath. So you do have like a kid's bath.
I like the fireplace the best.
The fireplace.
That's my favorite.
Fireplace.
Now we're just getting crazy. Table does seem like really big.
Fit all of us for sure.
Yeah. Here, let's see. All right. All right, here we go, family. Can we all fit in? Everybody in the table.
2022.
All right, come on. Let's see if the whole family can fit.
Come on, Kai. We can all sit here. Even Mommy's sitting next to Daddy.
So, as much, don't fall in love with them before you look at the price.
Never
Because,
mind.
here, wait, let's see if we can even see that.
Whoa, Mom.
Okay. I'm sorry, but for that price, I'm just gonna have a hard time.
I do not want
As cool as it may be,
I do not want
I don't know if it's that cool.
I do not
So, $256,038. Guys, well, that was a ton of fun looking at a lot of
Craziness.
different RVs. I mean, I think that it is always fun just to even see what's out there. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty amazing what they put in an RV these days for like a fireplace.
Yeah, exactly, which that was my favorite. That's what I wanted.
And that's
We
where
didn't get the fireplace, but
no,
that's
we did
what I
not get the
definitely
fireplace
wanted.
one because that was crazy, coming in at like
Yeah, that was definitely way over our budget. I mean, a girl can dream, but I'm not gonna do that
No,
to you.
definitely not. It was just craziness. So we went through our checklist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, overall, like when we got there, I know ideally we were looking for the used ones, and
But as you guys saw in the clip, the used ones were disgusting. Like even the kids were like, "This is so gross. I don't even want to go in there."
it was like gas station bathroom. We were
it
saying.
was, you know,
Yeah, it was
cigarette.
bad.
It just smelled like cigarettes. The ceilings were all stained, and they were only what, like 3-4 years old, and they
Yeah,
just
some of them
looked-
were just like, it
I
was like
don't
someone
even
lived in there for
understand, yeah.
like the entirety of them owning it.
I wouldn't pay more than like 10 grand for it, and it was what, $70,000
Yeah,
for
it
this
was-
disgusting RV.
It was
So
crazy.
we ended up going with a new one. But
Suckered
for like,
us into it, you know. That's what they
maybe
do.
that's
they,
what maybe
they put
they
the
do that on
price of the
purpose.
used ones really high, and you
Yes.
go, oh, it's only just a little bit more each month
Exactly.
just to
So
go with
maybe
this
we
new
were the
one.
idiots
yeah,
doing
maybe
that.
we were like,
they're like, sucker.
yeah, they got us. So they did. But I think one thing about this I really love is I love the farmhouse interior. I
Yeah.
think that was probably your
I
favorite
really liked
thing.
the modern farmhouse look too. It's just totally our style. That's what everybody's loving these days. But yeah, I feel like we pretty much checked off everything off of our checklist. It fits at least 6 people, all the
Yeah.
kids. It has a huge booth. What else
The
we
booth
wanted?
was really cool. I think the
Yeah.
kids really liked that booth.
Exactly. The kitchen's on the passenger side like we wanted. It does have a queen bed, lots of storage in the closet. The
Yeah.
only thing was like the bathroom doesn't have a bathtub, but that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the baby, she's almost 3, so she doesn't have
Doesn't
to be.
really
She
need
can
that. It did
she could
have
take
that
a
little
shower,
outdoor
but there
shower,
was an outdoor
the
one,
outdoor
which
shower.
is good.
One thing that I didn't even think about is I thought it was neat. So it doesn't have an outside TV, which I don't think we need at all. But I
That's
like the
always,
fact
like,
that it
fun,
had
but-
the outdoor speakers. So that way we can even just have the radio on outside in
Yeah.
the camp. I think that that's cool. And then going with a new one, it has the Apple. What is that? I don't have an Apple. It has the Google and all the
Like
cool
Siri?
stuff. No, for the radio. So Apple CarPlay.
Oh,
it has
gotcha.
all of those features. Another thing that I didn't even consider is that this also, which I think you're going to like about driving it even
Yeah.
more, is having the cameras on both
Yeah,
sides
so I'll
and the
definitely
backup
feel like
camera.
way more comfortable driving this thing. I'm excited to use it for our first time and take it out for an adventure. But yeah, I feel like we got everything that we wanted.
I think that overall the experience was good. We're going to talk more about the buying experience,
Yeah.
the warranty, all of that kind of stuff coming up in future videos. So before you buy an RV, you might want to, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below, and you can check out a ton more content that we're going to be doing on, our RV
Buying an
adventure.
RV, what
Yeah.
you need, all the things.
7 essentials. That's coming up for you guys too. But I think overall it was a lot of fun. I think the kids had fun. I think what's the best part about this is now it's going to open up a lot more things to where we can go camping.
Yeah.
I mean, we live here in San Diego, and a lot of the beach camping spots we've never been able to do due to the size of our motorhome.
Yeah, so we need to start booking that now because those book up really
Those
quick.
book up fast. So good time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about our RV buying experience, please comment down below. Be happy to help you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.